Hello, Aries. Welcome to Spicy Sunflower Tarot. This is going to be a weekly check-in. This is going to be just an energy update, a weekly check-in. We're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to have the Marchetti Tarot out for our clarification if we need it. I'm going to probably go ahead and just lay down something at the end to kind of corroborate and validate the story. I have Romance Angels here as an oracle deck that we'll also use at the end. And our star of the show is going to be the traditional Light Seer Tarot. So Light Seer Tarot here, star of the show. I'm going to just start shuffling. I've already pre-shuffled, but I'm going to just get these shuffled up for you. While I'm doing that, go ahead and set your intention or open up your mind for any situation, any kind of problem, anything you're facing, anything you're up against. Maybe you've come here for a specific reason, something to do with a relationship. Maybe it's your job. Maybe it is your neighbors down the street. There's always usually something on your mind, and that's usually what we're kind of tuning in to tarot for. So hold that vision in your mind of something that you'd like a little extra clarity, insight, understanding. And that is what we're going to try to do for you today, Aries. Aries, you're leading the pack here. We are in the shadow period of the full moon that was experienced on February 1st. So you might be feeling the energy still, maybe, of what just happened, whether it was a big, powerful full moon for you or not. It was in Leo, so that's your fire cousin. And it also was the snow moon. So there was symbolic nature to it all around the board. Also, the season of Imbolc. If you know much about that, that is the exact in-between point between spring solstice and the winter solstice. So we are like dead in the center of that middle period. And so wherever you are in the world watching this video, hopefully you're celebrating. We've gained more sunlight every day. We are in that mid period where we're almost there. We can start to see the spring is around the corner, hopefully. Okay, the Light Seers Tarot for the sign of Aries, tuning into their situation. Let's just harness the scenario, whatever it is for them. Let's just dial in. What is the situation for the sign of Aries that we're here for today? What can we help Aries with in that situation? Let's identify the situation first of all. What is that for Aries? Aries, why are you here today? What is your reading about? Well, this is fire energy. This is Two of Wands. This is a situation, absolutely, that you are in the middle of deciding a yay or a nay, or a go or a stay, a come or a sit down, something like that. So let's now figure out the contributing factors to this situation for the sign of Aries. The contributing factors for the sign of Aries. What is going on with this Two of Wands? There is a decision that needs to be made. There is some sort of choice at hand. There is a more along the lines of your passions, because we are talking about wands. So we're talking about something that you are trying to deliberate upon, such as, should I stay or should I go? Do I want to stay here in my cozy, cushy life that I've built and I have, or do I want to go somewhere else? Do I want to go where I can explore my passions more, where I can travel and see the world and wear a backpack and sleep on park benches, or whatever it is that you might be thinking of? There's like an easy path, and then there's maybe a more broad, open to everybody path. Let's find out contributing factors to this Two of Wands. We have the Magician, we have the Sun, And we have the wheel. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, that's awesome. At the bottom of the deck, another major arcana, the devil. Let's set that off to the side here. So, Aries, with the devil looking at the scenario, with the devil being under the deck, just a very right away, it's like an overshadowing of there's toxic energy to be aware of. There is something that we need to make really sure, Aries, whatever you're deliberating upon, the main decision needs to be made from a place where we're not coming from our addictions, our toxicities. We need to be really careful to keep that out of our decision-making process. If we prefer to be hermits and stay away from people and hide and hoard our treasures, and this is just an example, keeping all of that as part of, your two decisions, my cozy, cushy lifestyle where I have everything I need, versus moving in with my elderly parents so that I can take care of them and give of myself and sacrifice. So those two decisions really do revolve around, we need to make sure that the toxicity isn't present, that there's no strings on a puppet being pulled for this A or B scenario. So there's just a mindfulness that needs to be put out there for our decisions need to come from that true, pure, honest place within us. There's definitely a decision to be made. The Magician, major arcana representing the sign of Gemini. Major arcana, the universal secret saying that there is magic in the air. There is master manifesting underway. So with this decision, I just already can paint the picture. You know that there's a decision at hand. You know that it's coming down to the wire of, I need to stay or I need to go. But you are going to be very magical about that. You're going to monitor and manifest your destiny for your highest and best good and the good of everyone else, because I know you're a loving creature. So you want the best for everyone involved, and you're definitely going to be drawing up on your power to manifest the good for all concerned. Magician is powerful, representing universal energy. Here on this card, you see the figure 8, universal energy. You see this person, the figure 8 there represented, the sign of infinity represented on the person's hat. Very powerful. They have all the tools available to them. They have their wands, their cups, their swords, their pentacles. They have everything on their table. They're prepared to envision the future that they want to see. So this decision is not being taken lightly. It's very much a powerful decision that the magician's gonna carve out. The sun, another representation of Leo, another another symbolic card. We talked about the snow moon in Leo, that the full moon we just had. The sun is here representing the scenario and the decision, and whatever happens in the deliberation process or the decision process, the sun is here for you, Aries. The sun is the happiest card in all of tarot. This person celebrating life, celebrating love, celebrating energy. I love that you can see the actual light shining down on this person who's holding their arms up and open to that ball of fire in the sky that we worship, because it gives us everything we need so that things can grow and we can be in existence, and this world isn't in total darkness. We have this power shining down on us, on you in your situation. Whatever decision that you make, it will be for the highest and best good of all concerned. Everything is going to be okay. The wheel, the last card here, representing major arcana for the sign of Sagittarius, your other fire cousin. This is the wheel of fortune. This is the karmic wheel. This is a representation of the planet Jupiter. So there's some dice on this person's neck. They're wearing this very boldly because they know that when they roll the dice, they make that decision, it's going to be for their best. It's going to be the best decision for them. There's sacred geometry all over the back of the card as well. Just a very powerful, yes energy, very positive, abundant, prosperous, beautiful energy backing this card up, that you're coming from a place of drawing in that positive energy, drawing down that positive energy, drawing it up from the earth in the Magician. So all around you and surrounding you in every way, shape, and form, Aries, is you have this. Whatever your decision is, whatever you need to do, stay or go, comfort zone versus the wild unknown, whatever that decision's going to be for you, it's all going to be in your favor. It's all going to be positive. It's going to all work out for the good of all concerned. Let's grab the Marchetti Tarot, give that a shuffle or two. I've already, like I said, just pre-shuffled the cards and meditated on the readings. So for the sign of Aries, let's get extra clarification out regarding this decision at hand and these three beautiful major arcanas, all positive, all representing that Aries has basically the backing of the universe behind them, and that this decision is not being made lightly. It has a lot of oomph under and behind it. 2 cards for Aries. We have Man, another major arcana, the World. And we have another major arcana representing your ruling planet, Mars. This is the Tower. So Aries, let's do a little extra last bit of discussion here. The World and the Tower, major arcanas representing the World, representing an end of a cycle, an end of a journey. Your decision is going to a hallmark, the end of a journey for you, the end of a long cycle, a long period. The World represents completion, a turning of the page, turning of a chapter, opening the door to a new world for you. So I love that this person sits and stares out the window, and there's the globe here, the world, and the map, holding their magic wand in their hand, looking in the direction of the future, because they know that that's really where it's at. They could grab their wand that is perched up against the comfort zone, but they're really choosing the world. And the confirmation is here. The world is here for you, Aries. That thing you're staring at, that thing you're looking at, that thing you're contemplating going towards, absolutely 1,000,000%, that is exactly what is happening. With the Tower being here as a sense of, this is going to shake things up. This is going to crumble a solid structure in life. Whatever it is that you've built upon, this journey, this path that you've been on, this cycle, however long that cycle has been, there is going to be a crumbling of it. There's just going to be a natural, in my opinion, it feels like a natural destruction process. The Tower, because Mars is such a ball of fire, can generally come out of nowhere, can sometimes happen unexpectedly, surprisingly, taking everybody by surprise. And so I think that what you have to say with your people or your town or your neighborhood or your job, whatever it is that you are revealing, I think it's going to shock some people. I think it's going to shock maybe even you, that, wow, I can't believe I came to this decision. I can't believe that this is the way that this is really going to go. Once I've made my decision, it's going to feel like it's rocking your world. Literally, it's going to feel like the end of a cycle and the beginning of a new one. And that is going to be like a tower moment, because it's going to rock the foundation of what you've always known or you've known for such a long time. Wow, that is really powerful. Let's grab a Romance Angels Oracle card and close this message out for you. I would love to hear how this message lands in your life, Aries. If this is your reading, remember, not every reading is going to be for every Aries out there. But if this is yours, would you let me know? A flirt. Well, this is lighthearted and loving. It says flirt, extend your lighthearted energy to others. In the midst of everything you have going on, Aries, if you can flirt with your life, with your friends, with your people in the grocery store, with your post office workers, and flirting doesn't have to be anything overtly intimate or anything like that. It certainly can be, but I think flirting is lighthearted nature in general. And with all of this serious business, I think, that's going on for you, if you can bring a little lighthearted energy to your life, I think that that is going to be so beneficial for not only you, but everybody else who may be watching or experiencing what you have going on in your life. This is your reading, Aries. I would love to hear if this is your reading, how it affects you, how it fits in your world. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of the channel. If you wouldn't mind giving a like, follow, subscribe, or share. This is a pleasure to be here doing this for you. Thank you very much. I'm on TikTok and on YouTube. Be blessed and be well.